Welcome back, Rankers. Nothing much has been happening in search this week. We're all waiting for Penguin 2.0 to drop, and it hasn't yet. Some people say they're seeing some signs that it's happening. If you're one of those, let us know. We'd love to know. So I thought I'd just take you through Google Insights for Search this week, and a couple of things that you can do with it you may not know. And all of us use it for researching keywords, right? Well, you can go to Google Insights for Search and don't put any keyword in, and then just say worldwide. And just say, I want to see what's happening in the last 7 days. Click search, and that will give you the spiking terms or the trending terms across the world in the last 7 days. You can see here that this is the movie that opposite a lot of people. And you can go here and you can see, okay, that film, where do most of those searches come from? And you can see it's predominantly, it's Islamic countries. And over here you can see the next thing that people around the world are most interested in is, of course, Kate Middleton's breasts. And in case you don't know who she is, she's a member of the royal family. And this information here, this closer, apparently that's the French magazine that originally published these photos. We had to research this, of course. And then iPhone 5 is an unhappy second. And you can see Apple Store, Apple. So the big stories of the week, globally, are those. So then you can drill down and say, okay, well, what about Australians? Are they interested in the same thing? Well, they're more interested in Kate Middleton's breasts than that movie that I mentioned before, and certainly more so than the iPhone 5. And you can see here, Apple Store, Apple. So it's breasts and apples. And then you can go and have a look at, say, sub-regions, and you can say, okay, well, what about people in Victoria, my state? What are they interested in? Well, pretty much the same, except with a couple of variations. They want to know where they can get the Telstra iPhone 5, presumably, so they can look up Kate Middleton's breasts in Google on the go. Now, you can then go and say, okay, well, what about people in the United Kingdom? Because they're outraged by this. The English press, they've come out and said, we're not going to publish those photos. That's terrible. A member of our royal family, we would never do that. So presumably, we, of course, won't see any searches. Oh, look at that. We've got all the searches. The top searches are all about Kate Middleton's breasts out of the United Kingdom. And they're all going across to France to look at that French magazine. And then right down here, we've got the iPhone 5 searches. What about the US? What are they searching for? Well, if we have a look here, we can see, oh, it's Kate Middleton photos. We've got 9/11 in there, of course, from this week. Apple, and Gangnam Style. Now, we saw that as well in the Australian search, and I had a quick look about what the hell that was, and it's this particular song on YouTube. 194 million views in the last month. That's insane. So then you can go and have a look and say, okay, well, is the whole Western world like this? And yeah, pretty much. The French are searching for something. I'm not quite sure what Pierre Mondi is, but he tops Kate Middleton, and I don't know what that one is. But it's pretty much, yeah, it's Kate Middleton's breasts. And Germany, pretty much the same. You can see here the French magazine, Kate Middleton's breasts. And what about the Swedish? Well, they're interested in that movie, more so than Kate Middleton's breasts, which is interesting. And the Netherlands, a whole bunch of stuff. I don't speak Dutch. I don't know what that means. Presumably it's how they say closer magazine in France. I don't know. And Poland, pretty much the same. So the only place that was different, even in China, I think we were seeing Kate Middleton's breasts. No, just the iPhone 5. Unless, I don't know what that means. Maybe that means Kate Middleton. But if you go then and have a look at, say, worldwide again, and we have a look at the searches worldwide, you can then drill down to any of these phrases and see where the major countries, where the searches are coming from. And then you can go and look at those countries and see, what are the major phrases that they're searching for. So, presumably, innocence of Muslims was the major search out of Bangladesh in the last week. It was. But, of course, the second most search phrase was Kate Middleton's breasts. So it seems that people are the same the world over. And then we've got iPhone 5 out of Bangladesh, and of course then we've got cricket. So it doesn't if it's trending worldwide, then it's probably trending in your town as well. I guess what we can take from this. But you can also use it to see over time what are the big trends in your region down to the state level, or even in some instances in the US down to the town level. And that's it for this week, and we'll see you next week. Thanks very much. Bye.